People often lose time not because the problem is impossible, but because the first explanation arrives too early. Once a quick judgment settles in, the eyes stop looking and the mind starts defending that judgment. Consider a family doing homework. Parents believed the child had a bad attitude. A quiet observation showed the child broke down only when dense word problems came after a full day at school, with no rest and repeated criticism after each mistake. This kind of scene is small, but small scenes often expose the real hinge of a large problem. When the hinge is found, anger drops and action becomes possible. The first lesson is to separate fact from interpretation. The child is lazy is not a fact. 3-word problems were read incorrectly in 2 tests is closer to a fact. The team has no execution is not a fact. The delivery standard changed twice after the work had begun is closer to a fact. The more concrete the description, the less room there is for emotional guessing. A useful move is the peak hour review. Do not examine the whole day. Look at the moment when problems explode: lunch rush, submission deadline, checkout minute, or the final 10 seconds before a user leaves. The point is not to make work complicated. The point is to stop the mind from rushing into a story before the scene has spoken. After that, choose only one next move. If the problem is homework, change the order of tasks for 1 week. If it is customer complaints, fix the first repeated friction point. If it is content performance, rewrite only the opening and keep the topic constant for several posts. Small controlled changes teach more than dramatic overhauls. Another scene makes the point clearer: a new employee. The newcomer kept clicking the wrong button. The supervisor called him careless until someone watched the workflow and noticed that 3 buttons had almost identical names. The surface explanation is usually loud. The real cause is often quieter, sitting inside a detail that no one bothered to watch. A second practical move is the failure shelf. Put failed orders, failed scripts, failed conversations, or failed lessons in one folder and review them once a week for repeated patterns. It keeps the work from floating in general words and brings it back to a real next step. The durable lesson is simple: do not let imagination stand between you and the matter itself. Go closer, describe more accurately, act smaller, and verify sooner. When the scene becomes clear, the path forward becomes less mysterious.